Hello friends, welcome back to our channel. In this video, we are going to discuss about delimitation and women's reservation bills, a structural reset of India's electoral framework. So let's start without further ado. Delimitation and women's reservation bill. The Union government has introduced three key bills including the Constitutional 131st Amendment Bill 2026 to operationalize 33% reservation for women in the Lok Sabha and state assemblies. These bills also propose a major overhaul of the delimitation process, which has remained frozen since the 1970s. The legislative package. The Constitution 131st Amendment Bill 2026 proposes expansion of Lok Sabha and amends Article 81 and 82. The Delimitation Bill 2026 establishes a new delimitation commission framework. A third bill facilitating women's reservation in state assemblies and union territory legislatures key provisions from the current strength of the 543 seats to up to 850 by revising the cap to 815 MPs from states and 35 from UTs. This represents a 50% increase over existing strength and aligns with the seating capacity of 888 members in the new parliament building, expandable to 1272 for joint sittings. Larger membership would technically mean smaller constituency sizes geographically. Women's reservation, the 2029 target. Although the Constitution 106 Amendment Act 2023 had already legislated 33% reservation for women, its implementation was tied to a post-census delimitation. Since the 2021 census remained ongoing with no clear completion timeline, the government now proposes conducting delimitation on the basis of the 2011 census, the latest census. Hence, the central government is targeting implementation from the 2029 Lok Sabha election onwards, redefining population under Article 81, shifting from the last preceding census to population as ascertained at such census as Parliament may by law determine. This grants Parliament the discretion to choose which census data underpins any given delimitation exercise, introducing political flexibility into a previously constitutional mechanical process. The North-South divide, a political fault line. Delimitation, a politically sensitive issue. Southern states Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana achieved lower population growth rates by successfully implementing family planning policies. A state population-based delimitation would therefore reduce their share of Lok Sabha seats relative to high-growth northern states. This concern led Parliament to freeze delimitation twice in 1976 and 2001, postponing seat readjustment until after the first census post-2026. New mechanism. The new bill proposed removing this time-linked freeze, replacing it with a parliament-triggered process. However, the constitutional principle Article 81 that the population to seat ratio must be as far as practicable the same for all states directly conflicts with the commitment to preserve current regional seat proportions. Reconciling these two positions is expected to be the sharpest point of parliamentary debate. A structural shift in delimitation. Renaming Article 82 from readjustment after each census to readjustment of constituencies, simultaneously removing the mandatory link between delimitation and decadal census cycles from two-thirds to simply majority. Historically, any deferral of delimitation required a two-thirds constitutional majority precisely to prevent potential manipulation of electoral boundaries. The proposed framework lowers this threshold to a simple parliamentary majority, potentially giving future ruling coalitions greater leverage to time delimitation exercises to political advantage. Delimitation Commission. The Delimitation Bill 2026 provides for a commission that will work on the basis of the latest census figures and establish criteria such as administrative boundaries, physical features, and public convenience. However, no allocation formula are specified for distributing seats across states, leaving a visible gap between political assurance and legal architecture. Challenges. Constitutional tension. The one person, one vote, one value principle under Article 81 is difficult to reconcile with the promise of maintaining existing seat proportion for southern states. lowered constitutional safeguards, moving delimitation from a constitutionally triggered to a legislatively triggered process reduces institutional protection against political misuse. Census delay. The ongoing 2021 census has already detailed one implementation cycle. Relying on the 2011 census is a workaround, not a structural fix. Women's reservation timeline. The 2029 target remains contingent on delimitation process running smoothly and on time. Way forward, Parliament must debate and define a clear seat allocation formula that satisfies both the constitutional requirement of equitable representation and the political commitment to regional fairness. A transparent and independent delimitation commission with defined terms of reference rather than broad legislative discretion would strengthen public trust in the process. Restoring some form of constitutional safeguard around the frequency and triggers of delimitation would prevent future politicization of constituency boundaries. 2021 census must be expedited as continued delays will perpetuate uncertainty around future delimitations and reservation implementation. Conclusion. The proposed bill marks a transformative moment in India's electoral and constitutional framework. While the intent to fast track representation reform is evident, the shift from a rule based to discretion based system raises critical concerns about federal balance, electoral fairness, and constitutional integrity. The success of these reforms will depend on transparency, institutional safeguard, and political consensus, ensuring that the democratic promise of inclusive and equitable representation is truly realized.